Hey friends, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben, and fall is in the air. It's beautiful. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. You're always asking us for the day-to-day. Well, we're going to take you along and show you some of the projects that I've been working on, helping out with the renovation on the next road up the way here, and kind of show you what we're doing. All right, is that not absolutely gorgeous? Anyway, so I'm helping with this renovation, the next road over. It's a friend that's got about 130-year-old house, and I'm helping out because I'm learning a lot. I have never done baseboards. I've never done crown molding. I mean, we've been building this house out. When I started helping, they had already opened up the side of the old house and framed out the rooms. So I didn't get to help with that part, but everything else, I'm going to show you here. We'll go in and you can see there's an office that we worked on, and then there are 2 bathrooms, and you can see the flooring. I've helped put in the flooring that I've done. Not a huge learning experience there, other than learning that flooring is not something I'd like to start as a third career or whatever. So anyway, but there are some other benefits to this in that the scrap wood, the 2x4s that we cut off and all that, there's a fair amount of it, and I get to bring that home because otherwise it gets cut up, thrown in a burn pile, and gets burned. Well, hey, if that 2x4 is any longer than this, I'm going to use it again. If it's any shorter than that, I'm going to cut up for kindling for this winter. Anyway, and when I was working over there, I'll show you a picture. There was the framework of a greenhouse, about, what, 7, not 8 feet tall, probably 7 feet tall by about that wide, 6 feet, 7 feet wide, and about 30 feet long. And the new owners there were like, what do you want done with that? He's like, get rid of it. I'm like, I can have it? Absolutely. So here's a picture of the truck with this thing. I split it into thirds, flipped it upside down, and drove down the road with this thing about 12 feet up off the ground. Anyway, got that dumped off. And then today, with the new addition, we had to get the roofing done. Well, that roof is, the old roof anyway, were these metal stamped tin shingles. They couldn't match them. The ones they could find were just hideously expensive, and they're putting on shingles. So the crew was there today, stripping those off, and they're like, hey, you got any use for these? I'm like, absolutely. The tin roof, I mean, we've got chicken tractors and turkey tractors and any number of other projects. So I'm like, sure, load it up. I backed my truck up, and the guys were stripping the roof and just dumping them right in. And you can tell the sun's going down. Still hitting the top of my property up there. Sun's going down. I got to get that emptied out because in the morning they're going to load the rest of it up for me. But absolutely, I'll take, any scraps that they don't need. By golly, I'm not above junking. Just ask Mom. We used to, one of my favorite pastimes in Arizona was to go alley picking, as we called it. We'd dump in the big dumpsters in the alleys, and we'd drag home who knows what kind of filth, but you know what? Made you stronger, right? Eat a little dirt, rub some dirt in it. So anyway, all right, so let's inlay these video clips real quick, show you what I'm working on. And I do apologize, I didn't have my microphone. I had to kind of just do it quickly as we went, but you can see some of the work we were doing, and then I'll meet you on the end of that. So here's the office we've been working on. When I got here, this was nothing but OSB wall and windows. So we put in the beadboard. I was all unstained. We stained that to match the floor and the rest of the house as best we could. Paint, chair rail, and this is a big slab of maple. Is that not beautiful? The board around that. Hung the lights. All that good stuff. And the roofers are on top of us now, putting in the new roof. All right, I realize the audio quality in this is probably horrible, but I had to make that threshold to try to match the old flooring. We put down this, it's a durable laminate flooring. It's supposed to look like marble anyway, but again, this was just a shell of a room when I started over here. We got our crown molding, our vanity lights, mirror. Let's back off a little here. There we go. The vanity. And towel racks and bars and the blinds, and that whole shower is brand new. Anyway, it's been a learning experience over here, but I want to kind of share with you what I'm doing 3 days a week. And then yesterday we found a leak in the hot water heater. Yeah, so we had to pull that out and it's drying. But fortunately, we are in the process of installing that new on-demand hot water heater. I'll put a picture in here, and we just dug the trench for that and the new gas line that's going in. So that's what I got for the moment. So how about that? I'm getting my carpenter skills down because I got a lot of work to do in the house in there. While I'm thinking about it real quick, that old moon there, this Halloween we're gonna have a super moon. It should be really good and spooky for Halloween, and you know I love Halloween. I mean, look at my wheelbarrow. I've even got a skeleton down here on the wheelbarrow, if you can tell. So, yeah, I just want to take you along. I do that about 3 days a week, help out over there. We're making some good progress. Oh, that was the other thing. We're down underneath working on the plumbing. I mean, you know, those toilets got to flush somewhere, so we're working that right into the septic. Today we were digging a trench. You know the military saying, you're in the Army now, you're not behind the plow, you're digging the ditch, you got the rest. Anyway, so we dug a ditch, and we are also putting on an instant hot water tank, which is very much similar to the one we've got. So they're going to get gas put in out there. They're going to get a big above ground tank and run that. Yeah, I think that's all that we've got going on at the moment, but there's a whole lot more work going on over there, and we'll do another update as we go. It's interesting, and I'm learning, and I'm getting a few freebie perks on the side, which is never a bad thing. One other thing I want to mention before you go, this Friday the 27th is our son Jake's birthday, and those of you familiar with the Gem Foundation, we lost Jake, and we ask on his birthday, and we ask that you do a random act of kindness. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It sounds cliche. Back in Phoenix, we would take some donuts into the police department and just thank them because they were there when we lost him and that. But it can be as simple as paying for somebody's coffee behind you in line, or even it's just holding a door or texting somebody you haven't talked to in a while and just let them know you're thinking about them. It helps us know that Jake's life is still living on in some ways. So anyway, if you do that for us, we'd appreciate it. And I think that's about it. Don't forget, our class is coming up here on November 4th. There are still spots available for chicken processing. If you're here in the Western North Carolina area, Billy the Permapastures Farm Pimp Daddy himself. Yes, pimp. Permaculture is my passion. Nothing else. Anyway, so he's going to be here helping teach the class, and you don't want to miss that. There's a lot of people that have reached out to us and to him saying, hey, are you going to be doing a class? Here's your opportunity, and probably the last one for this year. Probably it'll be well into spring before there's any other classes. But I don't know you're going to be able to get any more comfrey root from us this season. We have had a couple of frosts now, and the ground is getting to the point where we're probably not going to be able to work it. So, but you will need a hori knife as gifts for Christmas. That's coming up soon too. And of course our plantain salve and our deodorant and rooting hormone. You know, we haven't sold the plantain salve before. I'll have to talk to Denise about that. If you want it, put in the comments and let us know. But we do have the natural deodorant and the rooting hormone and the hori knives. So anyway, thanks for hanging in there. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got a kick out of some of it anyway. I don't know if you're going to learn anything from it, but I enjoy sharing. So I hope you are all well. We're praying for you. Please pray for us. Take care. God bless. We'll see you all on the next video. Bye.